88.1 XFM, Tauranga State Music Station. Also, another episode of Mic Time with Marty, Home Edition. I've got yet another good friend of mine from the creative leaders at ToiToi. He's an amazing dancer. Say hello to Jamie.
G'day.
So, you're in Melbourne right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you doing in Melbourne?
Well, at the moment, I am training at performing arts school called Patrick School of the Arts here in Melbourne. I'm doing a dance course for the moment for this year, but hopefully I'll be moving into next year, be moving into a performing arts course to hone in on my singing and my acting skills as well. Yeah.
That's amazing. I remember your audition for the creative leaders and you were amazing.
Oh, thank you.
So, what got you into dancing?
Well, to be honest, it was sort of a late passion of mine, or I learned that it was a passion of mine later on, or later on than most dancers. I started dancing when I was like 6, but I never really fell in love with it then. And I only started with hip hop because that was the only dance style that I saw other guys in. And I wish now, looking back, that I had got into jazz or ballet, but I never got into it because I'd never seen other boys doing it. So I did that for about 4 years, and then I stopped for 4 years. And then it wasn't until I was about 14 that I really realized that I wanted to get back into dancing. So I got back into it. I got back into it with jazz, back at my studio back home in Hastings, Born to Move dance studio. And that's when I really realized that I just loved to dance. And so I kept growing my classes and growing my dance family as well. And yeah, I've just loved it since then.
So, what was your highlight for the creative leaders?
Oh, for the creative leaders, I loved that there was there were people from all corners of Hawke's Bay, and all the different schools and all different, it was crazy to think that there were so many different types of people and different people living different lives, even though we were all high school kids in the same region, but we were all so different. And that's what I loved, is that, we all came together and we all did these courses, these amazing courses by Daniel and Lisa, all, and different people as well. And we all got to experience the same things, and even though we're all different people. Yeah.
So did you participate in the Fright Night?
No, I didn't.
No. Did you? Oh, that's right, because we were able to walk through it. Or do you remember any of the parts?
The Fright Night?
Yeah.
No, so I wasn't part of the Fright Night. I think I had left the course by then, because I didn't make it through. It was just me being typically me. I was overcommitted again, and I didn't make it through to the end.
Oh.
But I was a part of a lot of the courses.
Yeah. So which course was your favorite?
I really enjoyed. There was an improv one, and I can't remember who the course was held by, but I do remember there was an improvisation course. But it actually might have been one that was a review. Do you remember the course that was how to write a review? I can't remember the name of the lady who took it, but we learned how to write a review, and then we got to improvise and create our own scenes for other people to review. That was a lot of fun that night.
I loved Stretch.
Sorry?
I loved Stretch, the guy that came in, did the song about his cat.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what's next for you? When you finish studying dance and stuff, where do you see yourself?
Yeah, so for me, I would really like to get a contract on a cruise ship. I'd like to be performing on a cruise ship because that gets a little bit of traveling as well, but also because I just think it'd be a really cool experience. It'd be really cool to meet new people in the performing arts and get really close with them because you're working with them on a ship, and the grueling experience of what performing in different conditions will be like. I just think it would be a real challenge, and it would be yeah, just a really cool experience.
Yeah, everyone loves a good challenge.
Yeah. For me, I the reason why I came over to Melbourne was because there are more opportunities here than in New Zealand. So I'm really not picky. What I'm doing at the moment is just training my ass off to make sure that I'm the best performer that I can be, so that any opportunities that do come my way, or any doors that are opened to me, or any doors that I open myself, I can just grab by the horns and go.
Exactly. So, talking about your acting and your music, have you done more of that?
Not acting per se, because I've just come over here and what I'm doing at the moment is just a dance course. And I say just a dance course, but we're dancing 8 till 4 every day, non-stop. Yeah, with half an hour for lunch. So it's a lot. We were told on our first day that we train more than Olympic swimmers. So so it's pretty tough, but it means that my technique and my strength are skyrocketing. So I'm honing in on my dance skills, and then next year, hopefully, I should be moving into more acting and singing.
Okay, so if you could have one movie or one TV show that you would want to act on, what would it be and why?
Oh, this is a tough question. One movie or TV show. You know what? I would just I would love to be a co-host on or a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
I think they just have the most fun, just having a good chat on the panel. I would love to do that, but of course you've got to be a celebrity in your own right before you're doing that. But I just think it'd be a lot of fun.
Well, I'm sure you'll get there in time. So, what style of music do you like to perform?
Well, my favorite dance style would probably be jazz, but that doesn't have anything to do with jazz music. Yeah, so it's more like pop music. Often there is a little bit of like a hip hop fusion as well. So I just really like the hard hitting, fast music. Often there's a little bit of an 80s sort of feel that I really enjoy. So yeah.
So if you could tell your past self about like what you're going to be doing, what would you tell them?
Oh, I would tell them that like it's going to be really tough, but you have to. What I'm doing at the moment is to not take anything personally. I think that's a big thing that a lot of like I see my peers struggling with, and myself, is that you get like critique every day, and there's never like a well done. There's never a pat on the back for doing well. It's just this is how you get better, and this is this is what you need to do to be better, and you feel like you're never good enough. So for me, I would say just don't take anything personally. It's not about you, and in fact, sometimes it's better to think of yourself as like a number and just a product, because it's about everything you're receiving at the moment is just to break you down into a million pieces so you can be put back together again as a better you. So yeah, just not to take things personally.
Yeah. Well, with what I'm doing now, I'm basically a product as well. Like everyone now knows about my time with Marty and about my TikToks and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm not Martin, I'm my time with Marty.
Yeah.
So Yeah. So if you could change one thing about the creative leaders, what would it be?
Um, For me, well, in terms of my experience that I had with the creative leaders, it's because I had other things going on and other things that I had auditioned for, or other things that I was more invested in. Like I had the school show going on at the same time. I had a dance production going on at the same time. I had other things going on. And so for me, the downfall for me was that the creative leaders was something that everybody got into, and I didn't feel as invested in the course. Even though I was being given so much, I didn't feel as invested in the course as the other things that were going on. And that's why when I left, that was, the creative leaders was the thing that I chose to leave, regretfully. But I think that if anything could change, it would be just to find a way, and I don't know how you do it, but to find a way to have the course so open to everybody, but also people feel invested in it and they feel committed to the course as well, because it's got so much to offer. The downfall is because you're offering it to everybody, people don't feel like they're being given this unique opportunity, even though that it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So when it came to the creative leaders, who was your best friend?
My best friend would have been Brooke Hemming. She has always been a close friend of mine throughout like all of my drama training. I met her when I was working in the drama workshop with Juliet and Peter Cottrell in Havelock North. And we did about 5 years there together, and we just had a lot of fun. And then she came to Karamu High School with me, and we moved up into Habit, which is Hawke's Bay Youth Theatre, with the same people, Julia and Peter Cottrell. And so that was, we spent even more time together then. So to then go and do creative leaders with her was such a great thing. We've always been good friends. I'd say she's probably my closest friend from New Zealand now that I've left. And I think, it's just really good to have that experience with her.
I actually did a production with Peter and Juliet. It was called Heads Up. It was the anti-bullying one. I did that in, I think, 2015. That was my first ever actual show. And I was like, oh God, am I going to be good enough? Is this going to actually be as great as I think it would be? And here we are.
Yeah. I remember watching that as well. I don't know if it was the same year, but I had a friend, Amy Griffin, who was in that production as well. She said she really enjoyed it as well. Yeah. I think it was a really good opportunity for young people.
Yeah. So, have you ever thought about opening up like a dance studio or dance classes yourself?
I've thought about whether I could be a teacher, like at the moment. At the moment, I'm waiting tables outside of dancing. I've thought about whether, maybe I could continue the dancing outside of dance and be a dance teacher. I think the time is not right at the moment because I was I found my passion in dance at 14, and that's when I started doing dance a little bit more. My competitors, or my peers at school, have been dancing at full time almost since they were 5. And then they went to a high school where they spent 3 hours doing academics, and then they were dancing for the rest of the day. So these are people that dance has been their entire life. It hasn't been my entire life. So for me to then think, would I last if I started a dance studio now? I just don't think, at least with the training that I've had, when I look at other people, I think there's absolutely no way. Maybe one day, and for me, it would probably be more of a focus on like overall performance rather than dance technique.
Yeah.
Because technique is something that you just need to grow into your body from day one almost. But yeah, I think maybe one day when hopefully I have a good career ahead of me, and then I sort of come to the end of it and I move into teaching again. But definitely not right now.
Yeah, I'm the same. I was actually called from my local high school. They wanted to start up a radio station there, and I'm doing what you're doing. I'm waiting tables back in Tauranga, and
Yeah.
waiting tables, teaching kids about radio. I think I'm going to take the radio, but
Yeah.
But there's a lot of budgets and there's a lot of mucking around, so we'll see what happens. I
Yeah.
actually think that you would be a good voice for radio.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I've said this to a few, but like your personality and all that stuff could, because what I've been taught is like creating a character. It's like being on stage, and
Yeah.
you'd probably be pretty good at it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, Jamie, are you ready to play a game?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I don't think we can do a dancing one because I have 2 left feet. So, how about would you like to do acting or singing?
Let's do an acting one.
Acting? Okay. So this is called Emotions. I did this with Sam, who's now doing special effects from the creative leaders. So I'm going to give you an emotion and a scenario, and you've just got to act it out.
Sure.
Okay, first one. You're at a movie theater and the person brings you some popcorn, but it's not buttery enough. But the emotion is sad.
Okay. Do I just go ahead?
Go ahead.
What is this? Why would you bring me this? This doesn't go with the movie. This shouldn't be anywhere. It's just not buttery enough.
And scene. That was awesome. Okay, let's go. Okay, you're at a coffee shop and the barista gets your coffee wrong, as the emotion is going to be happy.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I just taste. Sorry, does this have milk in it? Oh, I'm actually lactose intolerant. That's all right. It's not your problem. I'll just be in the loo all day. And scene.
I'll just be in the loo all day. All right, last one, and then I'm going to hit you with a little plot twist.
Sure.
All right. So, let's say you're at the supermarket and you really want the last bag of tomatoes, but someone takes them. Your emotion is going to be, let's go, guilty.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So what's on my list? Right. Tomatoes. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh no, that's fine. You take it. You take it. I'm so sorry that I even tried to take the tomatoes from you. You, of course, you need the tomatoes to feed your cats. I know your cats really love your tomatoes, and I'm so sorry that I tried to take them from you. That's all right. I'm sure a good substitute will be these apples next to it.
Wow. Why would cats like tomatoes?
I just think cats are crazy things. I don't really understand them, so maybe they might like tomatoes.
Fair enough. Okay, plot twist. So one of my little talents is that I do voice impressions. So I'm going to do a voice impression and you have to copy it the best you can.
Okay.
Okay, but you have to tell me who it is before you can impersonate it.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, first one. We're going to be the world. It's going to be amazing.
Donald Trump.
Yep,
Right. So is it my turn now?
yep.
Okay. We're gonna build a wall. It's gonna be amazing, and it's all because of China. Okay, it's all because of China.
Oh, that was awesome. I especially like the mouth and stuff. Just China. All right, next one. Hey, Brian, do you want some Cool Whip?
Oh, can you go again?
Oh, Brian, yes, how are you?
I have no idea.
Do you watch Family Guy at all?
Yeah, I've watched a little bit. Oh, is it the baby, the
Yeah,
small dude?
yeah. Yes, it's Stewie Griffin.
I don't watch it enough, but yeah.
All right, let's see if you can do it.
Okay. Can you go again, and I'll see if I can.
Okay. Yes, hello, Fat Man.
Okay. What should I say?
Brian, do you want some Cool Whip?
Okay. Hey Brian, do you want some Cool Whip?
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, last one. Let's go. Homie, I mean those donuts again.
Go again.
Homie, I mean those donuts again.
Oh, that's Marge.
That is Marge Simpson.
Okay. Homie, did you eat those donuts again?
That was pretty good.
That was terrible. Don't even lie.
Okay, Jamie, I'm going to give you the floor. Promote yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, you can find me on Instagram. I believe it's Jamie.Hollway. Yeah, I mean that's probably the only platform you can find me on publicly. And you can follow my dance journey at PSA or Patrick School of the Arts. And hopefully one day it will be a career journey. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it is. I look forward to seeing you dancing on the big stage.
Thank you.
All right, Jamie, good luck with the rest of your career. Make sure to stay in touch and hopefully we can do this again sometime.
Thanks so much, Martin.
No problem. See you.
Bye.